3rd of August. I want to say happy birthday to whoever birthday it is today. Right, guys. Boy, lots going on today, guys. Lots going on. Right. What do we want to talk about today? Today we want to talk about Japheth, Ham, and Shem. Also, we want to talk about modern Israel, who they are, because they are children of Japheth as well. But they are Ashkenazis, yeah? And we're going to prove that in the Bible, because they're trying to say that everybody else, right, is a Gentile, and they're not. But we're going to prove that they are. And we're going to prove everything what's going on in this lying world. So we're going to make a video of this. Why?
And you know that occult tradition I was talking about with the jinn worship in Europe, that didn't die out with so-called modernity and the Industrial Revolution and whatever, the Satanism, the jinn worship and what have you. No, it went covert. It went covert, and then it re-emerged in like the 18th century and 19th century. Freemasonry, Rosicrucianism, the Hermetic Order, Aleister Crowley, Theosophy, I've talked about that before. It's all European. All emerging from what their scholars call the Western esoteric tradition, which is nothing but a continuous thread running from pre-Christian paganism through the Renaissance to the occult revival into the modern secret societies that were behind, or that shaped anyway, the founding of America itself. I mean, you know that the founding fathers were not what you would call Orthodox or normal Christians. Many of them were so-called deists.
What is that?
A significant
Come on. I'm with you. Just
majority in America. That lens has been grafted onto your perspective. Now you can't even see through your own natural eyes anymore.
I know.
You only see through their eyes.
I know.
See, everything that Europe was about for the last 10 millennia, they brought that over to America when they started that mess. Except that they honed it, they streamlined it, they whittled it down to its core base components. America is the concentrated version. And with every single year, every passing year, they get more and more down to the bone about it. They get more and more down to the bone. They whittle it more down. I'm telling you that they're going more and more back to the original version, the 10,000 years ago version. And you know that occult tradition I was talking about with the jinn worship in Europe, that didn't die out with so-called modernity and the Industrial Revolution and whatever, the Satanism, the jinn worship and what have you. No, it went covert. It went covert, and then it re-emerged in like the 18th century and 19th century. Freemasonry, Rosicrucianism, the Hermetic Order, Aleister Crowley, Theosophy, I've talked about that before. That's all European. All emerging from what their scholars call the Western esoteric tradition, which is nothing but a continuous thread running from pre-Christian paganism through the Renaissance to the occult revival into the modern secret societies that were behind, or that shaped anyway, the founding of America itself. I mean, you know that the founding fathers were not what you would call Orthodox or normal Christians. Many of them were so-called deists. A significant number of them were Freemasons. Washington was, Franklin was, Hamilton was, and so forth. Okay, so that's your founding spiritual heritage. Again, these are just historical facts. This is just for the record and from the record. This is the background. This is the genealogy of your society. You know, what I talked about before, when someone online is wearing filters, or someone has had extensive cosmetic surgery done to try to make themselves look more beautiful than they really are, than they are naturally. Well, there are two underlying elements to that, or maybe three motives. I mean, not elements, motives. One is a sense of inadequacy, and the other is envy. And the third motive is that old predatory motive. You know, the filter as camouflage, as a hunting strategy. Look like what you're not, because if you look like what you are, you won't be able to get close to your prey. So you have to change your appearance and make yourself prettier. So
stop buying overpriced, store-bought ice cream loaded with artificial additives. Our latest pure fruit dessert maker allows you to enjoy 100% natural, additive-free fruit ice cream in.
So the envy is real, the civilizational envy is real, and the sense of inadequacy is real. The European Renaissance, so-called, they'll tell you that that was the great sort of spontaneous flowering of great Western genius. But no, the Renaissance was a copy and paste project. That was copy and paste. Arabic texts were translated into Latin in Toledo and in Sicily. The Islamic world had preserved and had corrected and had improved Greek philosophy, medicine, mathematics, and astronomy, while the Europeans were in what they called their Dark Ages. While they were still in their Dark Ages.
Europeans.
They called it the Dark Ages because Europe was dark. The rest of the world wasn't dark. Baghdad wasn't dark. They had the House of Wisdom. It was producing brilliant scholars, one after another. Cordoba.
Brilliant scholars. Stop it.
What I talked about before, when someone online is wearing filters, or someone has had extensive cosmetic surgery done to try to make themselves look more beautiful than they really are, than they are naturally.
Oh, the Europeans.
Well, there are two underlying elements to that, or maybe three motives. I mean, not elements, motives. One is a sense of inadequacy, and the other is envy. And the third motive is that old predatory motive. You know, the filter as camouflage, as a hunting strategy. Look like what you're not, because if you look like what you are, you won't be able to get close to your prey. So you have to change your appearance. And the other is envy. And the third motive is that old predatory motive.
Which
you know, the filter as camouflage, as a hunting strategy.
Stop it.
Look like what you're not, because if you look like what you are, you won't be able to get close to your prey. So you have to change your appearance and make yourself prettier. So the envy is real, the civilizational envy is real, and the sense of inadequacy is real. The European Renaissance, so-called, they'll tell you that that was the great sort of spontaneous flowering of great Western genius. But no, the Renaissance was a copy and paste project. That was copy and paste. Arabic texts were translated into Latin in Toledo and in Sicily. The Islamic world had preserved and had corrected and had improved Greek philosophy, medicine, mathematics, and astronomy, while the Europeans were in what they called their Dark Ages. While they were still in their Dark Ages. They called it the Dark Ages because Europe was dark. The rest of the world wasn't dark. The Baghdad wasn't dark. They had the House of Wisdom. They was producing brilliant scholars, one after another. Cordoba was the most literate city in all of Europe because of us. We made it that. With libraries, literate city in all of Europe because of us.
Well, they did control. They did overtake us after. They did overtake us after.
We made it that. With libraries that dwarfed anything available in the rest of the continent, in Europe, or in France, in UK, what have you. While they were still defecating where they stood, their aristocrats were defecating where they stood, their peasants were dying of disease and being told by their priests that the earth was the center of the universe.
Oh, please.
We gave you algebra. Ibn Sina.
I bet you didn't know, right, that we are in the middle of water. I bet you didn't know that. So, Neil Armstrong, him saying take off on the rocket, go zoom, zoom, zoom. How? Even if he did and he burst it, which is impossible, right? There'd be water coming out and we'd all be drowning. So there's another lie. You want the next one? I'm gonna take you all the way around the world. Well, Father says I'm gonna connect you from the four corners of the earth. So which one is telling the truth? Is it round or is there four corners? Like a bat, if yes.
Sina's canon of medicine was the standard medical
Don't
textbook.
forget, you're a European, right? You're a European, and this gentleman here is talking about where Europeans come from. He didn't invent anything, Dan. All you was doing was fighting. That's all you was doing was fighting. That's all Europeans were doing is fighting. You didn't have time to wash because you're always fighting, Dan. And that's who you are. You're very good at fighting. Because Father says in Jubilees chapter 23, they are the worst sons of men, right? They don't like children, they don't like elders, right? And they are extremely violent. And that's what Jubilees chapter 23 says about you.
Were Freemasons. Washington was, Franklin was, Hamilton was, and so forth.
That's all you are.
Okay, so that's your founding spiritual heritage. Again, these are just historical facts. This is just for the record and from the record. This is the background. This is the genealogy of your society. You know, when I talked about before, when someone online is wearing filters,
stylish,
or someone has had extensive cosmetic surgery done,
take you home and take you freedom.
to try to make themselves look more beautiful than they really are, than they are naturally.
People, wicked.
Well, there are two underlying elements to that. Or maybe three motives, not elements, motives. One is a sense of inadequacy, and the other is envy. And the third motive is that old predatory motive. You know,
Predatory
the filter
motive.
as camouflage, as a hunting.
I'm just saying that. Predatory motive, and I like to play. I want to have a dance. You don't even do dances. You dance thinking 20 trying. What do you do? What is it you do? I don't think you know what you do. What you do is hurt people like me and people who love my colour. Because of who? Because of the damn Ashkenazi. And you can find the Ashkenazi in the Bible. Genesis chapter 10, verse 3. Ashkenazi, son of Gomer. And that's who they are. Now go and find out who, go and ask who Ashkenazi is now, and you'll see them. Now say, oh, go and ask who Ashkenazis are, and you'll see them. Now, Ashkenazis comes out of the 3 sons, which we're going to do now, and they are from Japheth, up in the north. They can't be from the west, because that's hot, and the hot are the Africans, and they can't be from in the middle, Shem, because the middle is a blended of heat and a blended of cold, so you get this complexion. So they, Ashkenazis, have to come from Japheth, right, which is Europe. So that means also they are Gentiles, and the Bible proves that. Ashkenaz, you got your name on it. Chapter 10, right, verse 3. See, Genesis says your name, and then when you go and say, who's Ashkenazis, modern Israel pops up. You damn tramp.
Motives.
Is that Father? This
one is a sense of inadequacy.
So you can't
and
show
the
off no more white people and brown people and black, well not brown and black, and all the world, and tell the world that, right, you Gentiles, we can do this to your daughters, and if you read this Bible, this is going to happen to you because you're a Gentile. You're a Gentile as well, and not me. The Bible says it. Ashkenazi. Isn't that who you are? And the bird flies as well. I saw it. Isn't that who you are? Ashkenazi. Not me. The Bible's saying that. Genesis chapter 10 verse 3 says your name. And then people say, what is an Ashkenazi to the phone? And then you pop up. You pop up. Weird.
There's envy. And the third motive is that old predatory motive. You know, the filter as camouflage, as a hunting strategy. Look like what you're not, because if you look like what you are, you won't be able to get close to your prey. So you have to change your appearance and make yourself prettier. So the envy is real, the civilizational envy is real, and the sense of inadequacy is real. The European Renaissance, so-called, they'll tell you that that was the great sort of...
Calling the rest of the world Gentiles, making up the Talmud book and writing some real wicked things about their women, some real wicked things about the children, about you can have sex with them 3 years and 1 day. Ashkenazi, and you find that see you also is a Gentile. So what are you doing? Having sex with your children as well. So this separates you now because you think you're better than everyone. But you are a Gentile. I'm going to the video too. I've just proved who you are. The Bible has proved you are. By your name. Remember, Father knows us by our names. So when they call up people and say to the phone, what is Ashkenazi? You pop up. Just stop it. All right, Satan. And these Ashkenazis, my beautiful children, are from Gomer, and these are children of Satan, though. Right? It's just true you don't know. And then Father, that is simplified even more so I can show you. It's in the book, right? Beautify the children, right? It's in the book, and they are children of Japheth. They come from the same place as you. So don't ever make them call you a Gentile when they themselves, Ashkenazi is a Gentile, right? And they're not from Shem, right? So they're not Father's children. Yeah, they come out of a child called Gomer, and Gomer is out of Japheth. Go and have a look. The Bible doesn't lie, does it? So if you go to chapter 10, beautiful children, starting from the beginning, you can even go to chapter 9, and it will even go deeper about the 3 sons, which we're doing now. And they're not telling you about the 3 sons, but remember, guys, Shem, right, is us. And in these books, they're not going to have it. You have to go to Jubilees, and it breaks it, like I've done here. Book of Jubilees, chapter 8, verse 10, like I've done it, which we're going to do now. And this explains it to you properly, darling, which we're going to do very shortly. Stop believing what this media gives you, man. This media comes from scraps. When you find out who Europeans are, scraps they come from. So, oh man, it's embarrassing. But this is what Father's doing. He's showing you who everyone is. He's dismantling it all. This is what's going on, guys.
And from the record, this is the background. This is the genealogy of your society. You know, when I talked about before, when someone online is wearing filters, or someone has had extensive cosmetic surgery done to try to make themselves look more beautiful than they are naturally. Well, there are two underlying elements to that, or maybe three motives. I mean, not elements, motives. One is a sense of inadequacy, and the other is envy. And the third motive is that old predatory motive, you know, the filter as camouflage, as a hunting strategy. Look like what you're not, because if you look like what you are.
No, beautiful children, what is the aim of everything? The aim of everything is to bring all of us back together. That is the aim, right? Put your money away. Didn't ask for no money, right? Life is hard as it is. When you come on this platform, we don't ask you for money. Oh, it's for tie-ins. We need no, it's not. We need you to have it to help yourself. And if you need something here, this is from Yahuwah. That's what they do. You need something as well. This is from you. Make sure when you go home, you know, you say thank you to Yahuwah. I will make sure, because he will curse you. I will. And you need, here you go. How much have to pay back? No, you don't pay nothing. Here. This is from Yahuwah. And this is what churches do. They don't take to give it back. They give it to you. This is what churches do. Well, it's not a church, is it? Come on. What is its purpose? For you to give it money? Huh? Its purpose is to help you. That is what the purpose of the church is to help you. And to listen to Father. And then to deal with the people in fair. Give them the words and also help them. And also get them so they can help themselves. Give them a start so they can then do it themselves, so they can then help others. No dependency, right? We make you stand on your own 2 feet like we're doing with next door, right? Wasn't good at budgeting at all. Very good man. Learning a lot from since he's been here. Learning a lot. Man, I'm learning a lot from him as well. But budgeting and that you don't understand because they don't show. It's not like there's anything wrong with them. They don't show these things, right? They don't even have to budget their money from one month to the next one because they've never done it before. They've never done it before. By by the week and a half, the second week broke. Don't know how to make things last. But we're teaching people that because these are the things that are important. Then you ain't got to answer nobody, and you ain't got to get yourself in debt. Then you ain't got to be in debt with these people. Sorry, I was going to say something else. You ain't got to be in debt with these people because these people are wicked. That was them. You hear that? That's them. The house is bugged. My music's bugged. And you have no idea what I've been through. These wicked people. No idea. But as it says in Daniel's chapter 10, verse 21, yeah, I'll be going home to who I'm supposed to be. And they keep chucking Daniel, chapter 10, verse 21. I don't come from no vagabond, right? You can trace back to where we come from. And we don't come from no tramp vagabond down. And we ain't gonna have no tramp come on and lock us up and tell us this and tell us that. You give us a one benchmark. You make sure you put us with people who have got mental health issues. You make sure you put us with people who got drunk and drink and alcohol. I got the same problems as well. So what do you think I was gonna do? Huh? Either turn on them, right, or turn and be like them. Not at all. Not at all. Because I get on with them, all of them. Because I've been there. Because that's the life you've put me in. But I didn't turn against them. Like all the other people I've been with since the 80s, 90s. And they're all dead. Because they bullied the people. Right? And I didn't. And I'm still here. They're all dead. Because they bullied. And you thought I was going to come and do all that nonsense. And then she comes and writes a letter saying this is what I'm doing. I do the opposite. You don't like it. You don't talk about the good stuff I do, do you? You don't talk about the cleaning I do neither. You don't talk about the money borrowing I do neither. You don't talk about none of the good things he does, do you? Do you? You just make up rubbish about anti-socialism. Can't put that in that bin. Stuff like that they tell you. Oi, put that in your own bin. Just to try and get a reaction. Play knockdown ginger. First day I moved in there, guys. First day. As I went to close the door, all the locks fell off. Rasta, first day when I moved here. As I went to close the door, all the locks fell off. And to this day, the year one, I've still left it off. As a reminder. And that's just the beginning of the stuff that's happened to me. Do you know there's cameras in here, guys? Do you know this? Let me say it again. Do you know there's cameras in here? These wicked white people. Wicked. So this is why we put cameras on, Father says. And he's coming to kill you. Where are we going? Amos, chapter 9, verse 10. All sinners of my people will die by the sword. That's all it says. Because white man is dangerous, done. Just because they control where they put you and all that. But when they put you there, right, then, music's too loud, let's take him to court. He's smoking ganja, let's do. And they all plot and scheme against you. Even the court said, this is a witch hunt. Even when they went there the other day with Mrs. Robinson, they're like, we got 7 other different people that's come and said that he's playing music. And she went, well, when does he get time for himself? And then they realised they overdid it. You stupid tramps.
Or you won't be able to get close to your prey. So you have to change your appearance and make yourself prettier. So the envy is real. The civilizational envy is real. And the sense of inadequacy is real. The European Renaissance, so-called, they'll tell you that was the great sort of
real.
Spontaneous flowering of great Western genius.
Real.
But no, the Renaissance was a copy and paste project.
The white thing.
That was copy and paste. Arabic texts were translated into Latin in Toledo and in Sicily. The Islamic world had preserved and had corrected and had improved Greek philosophy, medicine, mathematics, and astronomy, while the Europeans were in what they called their dark ages.
Dedication to all girls and boys, man and woman, who is spreading truth. If you have a platform or if you don't. Good morning to you guys. I hope you're doing good. I hope you take them. Dedication to those who've got money and don't know what to do with it. Let me tell you what to do with it, bro. Go and get yourself a bit of land, right? And go and build some allotments, right? Listen to me. Go and build some allotments. And then go and get some grandmas and grandpas in there, right? And then they will then be able to teach us and the children how to grow crops. So when the system breaks down, we know how to eat food. Because we don't know how to grow crops. And that food they're giving you is poisonous. And when that cuts out very soon, we don't even have to cook food. I mean, they don't even teach us how to survive. Just in case something happens, guys. Who are we going to rely on? Them tramps. Huh? And that's the way they've done it. And this thing's going to be pulled soon, darling. The internet that's going to be gone soon. Food and all that, you can't see it's happening already. The Strait of Hormuz, but darling, that belongs to Shem. We'll talk about that in a minute. Shh. Rasta. They lied to you. And Egypt, darling, as you can see in the map. Where's Egypt, miss? Where's Egypt? Where does it say Egypt is? Where does it say it is? That's Ham is Africa. So where's Egypt? And this is the original map. Ham is Africa. And where's Egypt? So how the else is he telling you that's in the Middle East? Huh? Because that orchestrates his lie. And then they put these sand complexion. That's what they are. Because they was put in the desert by father. See? Because they tried to kill Jacob. So I don't know where this Egypt thing is, right? Because that should be in Africa. But to make their lie work, this is what they've done. They are dangerous. That's why father's going to kill him.
Well, they were still in their dark ages. They called it the Dark Ages because Europe was dark.
Listen, they've never had it so good. I keep telling you that. When I see them at the front, in their jacket and tie, they've never had it so good. That's why when Revelation chapter 18 comes, you see it. The guys in their suits. Whoa. Babylon is burning. Read it, chapter 18. Her guys in their suits. That's it, look. Because they're idiots, though. You have no idea, right? Idiots.
While they were still in their dark ages.
Where they come from?
They called it the Dark Ages
so
because Europe was dark.
From where they come from? Dirt.
Baghdad wasn't dark.
And all they got is other people's riches. That's all they've got. It's other people's riches, though. Right? But it's still dirt. Why? They got other people's riches. They didn't earn it themselves. It's other people's. So that means the tramp that he is had no lessons into not being a tramp. All he's done is covered it with stolen goods. The damn tramp.
They called their Dark Ages. While they were still in their dark ages. They called it the Dark Ages because Europe was dark. The rest of the world wasn't dark. Baghdad wasn't dark. They had the House of Wisdom. It was producing brilliant scholars, one after another.
Trying to hurt people.
Cordoba.
That's dark.
Was the most literate city in all of Europe because of us. We made it that. With libraries that dwarfed anything available in the rest of the continent. In Europe, or in France, in UK, what have you. While they were still defecating where they stood. Their aristocrats were defecating where they stood. Their peasants were dying of disease and being told by their priests that the earth was the center of the universe. We gave you algebra. Ibn Sina's Canon of Medicine was the standard medical textbook in European universities all the way up until the 17th century. The numerals that you use, the Arabic numerals, they're Arabic numerals. And that came to you through the Islamic world from India. The concept of zero, without which your entire computational civilization is impossible. That came by that same route.
Let's see. Come on, let's go.
The navigational tools that enabled European exploration, the astrolabe and so forth, improvements to the compass and so on, all of that came from us. All of that came from the Muslim world, from the Islamic world, and you took it. Paper came from China, also through the Islamic world to Europe. And then you used that paper to write.
What up there? So what did you take from us in 1066? Huh? And you came 600 again. And you took from us, Muslim. And you murdered our people because they wouldn't take that rubbish Islam religion. You're not talking about that, are you? You're not talking about that, are you? What you did to Hebrew. And that's what is important. Right? Muslim is not important. Father left you in the desert. Right? And he wouldn't come and do that to his sons. That's the only thing that's important. Think about what I'm saying to you. Yahuwah. Right? That's the only thing that he's saying is important, is Yahuwah. And all he wants to know about is his truth. Oh, hi guys, I didn't see that there. Hi. Hi, happy August, I see it. Happy August the 3rd. Go on, girl. Go on. And Yahuwah says, good morning, guys. Yahuwah says, good morning. Good morning. Morning. Yahuwah saying good morning to you. The great Yahuwah. The great. Don't forget it, guys. Don't forget it. The great Yahuwah. How you doing? Hope everyone's doing alright. I hope everyone is doing alright. You can tell I'm doing fantastic. Right, so we're going to make a nice video today. And you know what? I'm going to spoil you. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a map. Right? This map is 1-0. Not this one. Not this one. This one is like, this one's like little hell. Now we're going to go to the lake of fire map. I'm going to show you a map. After this documentary, I'm going to show you a map. And this map will open your eye. Didn't man charge me plenty money for the map, you know? Plenty money, you know? But it's on the wall there. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it off and I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to throw it to you there. I'm going to take it, I'll take a picture and then put it back. But you need to see these things, right? Because it's Father's time now. And Esau's time is done. Because we're going to talk about Esau. That's right. Because Esau is going on like he's not a Gentile. But Ashkenazi, Esau, is in the Bible. And then when, right, we tell you about Ashkenazi, you must then say to the phone, who are Ashkenazis? Please do that for me. He said, I will say, who are Ashkenazi? And then you'll see these people go like, and you say, that's Ashkenazi. Going on like that. Israel Jews, how can they be when they come from Europe? They come from Europe. They come from the son of Gomer. And Gomer had a son. He had a few, but he had a son called, wait for it, Ashkenazi. Where does Gomer come out of? He comes out of the seed of Japheth. Right? The seed, where does white people come out of? The seed of Japheth, where you put you up in the north. We put you up in the north. So you are equally the same as your white brothers, Esau, but you're telling them no, you're not. You're from Shem. The Bible doesn't say that, Ashkenazi. It doesn't say that at all, right? It says that you're a Gentile. It leads to being a Gentile. So why are you writing the Talmud, saying stuff like, oh please, saying stuff like, if you read the Talmud, you can be put to death. All children of Gentiles are animals. So you're talking about yourself because you are a Gentile, right? Ashkenazis, right? Even the best of Gentiles should be killed. So you're talking about yourself. I'm not going to go on because it just goes on long. But what we're trying to show you, yeah, is you don't need to take that from that trap no more because he himself is a Gentile. That's what we're saying. That's all we're saying, right? But it should be horrible to people, should you damn tramp? Let's come back to bite you.
Your claims of civilizational superiority. And then after having absorbed all of this information that we provide, paper came from China, also through the Islamic world to Europe. And then you used that paper to write your claims of civilizational superiority. And then after having absorbed all of this information that we provided to you, after you translated it, after you adapted it, and in most cases you did not credit the source of it, Europe then got to proclaim itself as the summit, the pinnacle of human achievement.
No, it isn't.
The Athens miracle, the Greek miracle, Western tradition, which later became great white tradition, all rising up from the brilliant philosophers of Athens. The irony is that when you came up with the concept of whiteness, Greeks themselves weren't even included as white.
See?
You know, you talk about Rome, but you didn't even consider Italians as white either.
True.
Yes, you didn't even think of the people who you now hail as the originators of white Western civilization, the Athenians and the Romans. You didn't even consider those people as white.
Fit, miss.
See, this is another layer of the unreality in your framework.
Another layer of the unreality.
The precise origin of the racial concept is documented. We know Bacon's rebellion in Virginia in 1676. Black and white indentured servants, both of them indentured servants, enslaved Africans and poor European workers, united in an armed uprising against the planter class. They burned down Jamestown. They terrified the colonial elite because what they demonstrated was that class was more real to these people than the color line.
It sure did.
Poor Europeans and enslaved Africans had more in common with each other than they had in common with the people at the top,
Just stop it.
than they had with the plantation owners.
Just stop it.
So the elite manufactured a solution.
Nice and hot, guys. Boy.
They created race.
Nice and hot.
And within
Boy.
30 years of the Bacon's Revolution, or rebellion, Virginia had passed the Slave
I
Code
heard
of
that, the Bacon
1705,
Revolution, yeah,
legally
I did-
defining who was
I did hear about
common
that.
with each
Yeah,
other than they had in common with the people at the top,
I did hear about that.
than they had with the plantation owners. So the elite manufactured a solution. They created race.
Right.
And within 30 years of the Bacon's Revolution,
That's
or
it.
rebellion,
Bacon, yeah.
Virginia had passed the Slave Codes of 1705, legally defining who was white and what whites were entitled to,
Guys.
and what Africans could be subjected
I
to.
know.
For the first time in legal history, white
I know. I know. Nazi, Nazi. 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 Stop it. Nazi, Nazi. Right.
That's what whiteness is. That's what whiteness is at its origin. Legally defining who was white and what whites were entitled to. And what Africans could be subjected. For the first time in legal history, white appeared as a formal category with attached privileges. In exchange for those privileges, they were conscripted into the enforcement of the racial order. That's what whiteness is. That's what whiteness is at its origin. It's not a biological fact, obviously. It's not even a cultural heritage. It's a loyalty badge.
Loyalty badge.
It's an agreement between the planter class and the poor European workers. We will give you a psychological wage, we'll give you a status, a rung above someone else on the ladder, and in exchange for that,
You bow to us.
you agree to defend the system that is also exploiting you.
Yeah.
Because at least you're not at the bottom, so be
Okay.
thankful for that.
Yeah.
David
And they say,
Rodiger
yeah.
called this the wages of whiteness. W.E.B. Du Bois identified it even before him.
The wages of
Read
whiteness.
Theodore Allen. He documented it extensively. Theodore Allen. The mechanism is not disputed. This is a historical reality. And from that point on, whiteness was elastic. The definition of who counted as white would shift based on the needs of the economy and the needs of the political moment.
The needs
The
of
Irish,
the
my
economy.
ancestors,
Look
they
at
came to
that.
America in the millions,
They're
fleeing
wicked
from the Great
white
Famine,
too.
which wasn't a famine at all. It
It
was
was
an imposed
engineered,
starvation.
yeah.
Because occupied white
Wicked
Ireland,
white
occupied
slave.
by the white
Whites it up.
English, they were forced to export their food to white England
Terrible.
because the British needed their grain more than the Irish apparently needed to live.
Terrible.
1 million Irish people died.
Really?
Another million of them emigrated.
Right.
And when they arrived in America,
They're wicked.
they were not considered white.
Russ.
You see political cartoons from Harper's Weekly that depicted them with ape-like features,
No.
alongside similar
To
caricatures
us.
of
To us.
black Americans.
Yeah.
They were called white Negroes.
See how horrible it is.
Frederick Douglass, when he met the Irish in Ireland,
You see how horrible it
he
is.
saw for himself
It's
what the British
horrible.
colonialism had done to them, and he said it wasn't very much different from what had been done to his people.
Horrible.
He couldn't help but note the irony of the Irish immigrants arriving in America
Yes.
and immediately
Horrible.
taking the side of the slaveholders so that they could claim the privilege of whiteness that they had been denied at home. The Irish became white in America by doing what whiteness required.
I need to push it back up.
From the north and the south and east. Whoa, mercy, mercy, mercy.
Mercy, darling.
All things ain't what they used to be.
No, no. People are lying about their identity, lying about who they are, and taking over people's identity. Huh? I don't even feel bad about it. Mercy me, mercy, mercy me. I didn't find it to the broke skin children. By the children of Jehovah. Wait, I didn't say be a lion up. Because it's wrong. It's lying, man. Always want to be in control, didn't you? You spoil everything you do, because you want to be in control.
All things and what they
They're tired of you, white team. They're tired of you and stuff. I mean, you're tired of you.
much more abuse from me.
Can't you stand it? Right? nice. I hope you're doing nice. It's been a while yet, until the last video. I hope you got something from the Michael and the Misha'el video. But with that one, I forgot to show you about Daniel 10:21. That goes with Michael one. Alright guys, today we're going to try something different. We're going to try something different. But before we try something, we have to just check in with Father, right? Dedication to Yahuwah of all hosts, right? And dedication to all those who are starting to learn about Yahuwah and Yeshua and I, Emmanuel, not he, I, Emmanuel. It's really a blessing to have the children who are coming back home. We really, really appreciate it. Don't forget, like, there's Esau and there's Jacob who's transferred now to Yasharel. And Yasharel children only bring peace. Well, if they're not, then it's not Yasharel children. It's not to, right? And we're here to bring, doesn't matter the color, we're going to sort that out. We're here to bring the children, no, dedication, right, to Ashkenazi. No second. No. You need to promise me after this, you're going to go and find out what, sorry, you're going to go find out what Ashkenazi is. Okay, darling? No. Without further ado, now these should be on the screen already. So, see the bird fly, respect, signs and wonders. So I'm doing it right. We're going to start off with this one. Now, this is a map here, right? Now, this map here, you see this map here? This map. Right. I think what we should do is, well, we should do it with it. We should, while we're showing you these beautiful children, get your phones out quickly. Excuse me. Or your Bible, preferably your Bible. But, excuse me, get your phone out anyway. Anyway, you're going to go to Genesis chapter 10. That's where you're going to go to. Genesis chapter 10, yeah? See, Europe, Africa, Middle East, Genesis chapter 10. Right, just stay there with that, yeah? Just stay with Genesis chapter 10. Now, where we started from, the DNA, guys. So the DNA is when we came out of the boat. Now, when we came out of the boat, right, there was 8. And out of the 8, there was 3 sons. Okay, beautiful children? Let's go back again to what I was saying. Okay. The children that was in the boat was only Hebrew. There was only Hebrew children in the boat. Then he drowned the rest of them. It was only Hebrew children. So we all agree with that. Yeah, there was only Hebrew. Noah was a Hebrew. His wife, everything. Because you know what we're like, we don't intermingle. So it was Hebrew. Alright, it's kind of people. And I appreciate you staying with me because we're going to learn something today. Okay, and it's the first time I'm doing this, so bear with me, right? Now, this map is the 3 sons. Wait, so, no. Out of the 8, there's 3 sons. 3 sons. 3 sons. And these 3 sons are gonna, what's the right word? They're gonna, not dominate, but they're going to have children and spread all over the beautiful globe. And this is what we're seeing today. 3 sons. 3. Right. Now, let us talk about the sons, guys. Let us please. Now, don't forget you got the Bible as well, because you're going to have to go to the Bible now. What I told you, Genesis chapter 10. Leave it on there, please. Thank you. Now, out of these 3 sons, you can see that one's named Japheth, one is named Ham, and one is named Shem. Okay? Now, Japheth are European, right? You see it there. And Father says, as you can see it there, I put you in the cold, north, cold, yeah? We understand that. It's written as well. We'll go through that after. But this is what Father says, okay? And you can find all that after. We'll jump into much, sorry. Now here, we have Ham. Now the seed bag of Ham is Africa. Egypt. Egypt's not in the Middle East. It's nonsense, yeah? Africa. Now, this is the prize. Now Shem, yeah, are these brown children, right? And we'll explain how they are in a minute. But in Shem's land is the Strait of Hormuz. And also Iran is Elam. And they're the ones who've overtaken our stuff. So as you can see, Shem, where they are, their straight is all ours. Okay, now remember, 3 sons is on there. Now, beautiful children, it's good to learn truth. Where are we going now? We're going to the book of Jubilees. Can I just borrow this a minute, please? Just for a minute. We're going here, guys, the book of Jubilees. Book of Jubilees. Right, the book of Jubilees, okay? There's Enoch, Jasper, and Jubilees in here, yeah? Big. Now, so we're going to the book of Jubilees, guys. So it's not no made up nonsense. Because we're like, oh, hi. Have you seen someone? Hi. Now, so we're going to the book of Jubilees, guys. Chapter 8, verse 10. Right? Book of Jubilees, chapter 8, verse 10. And it says, and it came to pass in the beginning of the 33rd Jubilee, 1569 AM. I have no idea of what this means yet. I'm new. That they divided the earth into 3 parts. 3 parts. They divided the earth into 3 parts. Shem and Ham and Japheth, according to the inheritance of each. This is the land which came forth for Japheth and his sons, as the portion of his inheritance which he should possess for himself. So Japheth is you guys, Europeans, yeah? Possess for himself and his sons for their generation forever. Right. What do they get? They get 5 great islands and great lands in the north. So that's Japheth, what they get. But it is cold. And the land of Ham is hot. And that's where the Africans are. Why? Because the land of Ham is hot. And the land of Shem is neither hot or cold, but it is of blended cold and hot. So this is why we have this complexion, guys. Right? So let's go to the Bible now. Where are we going now? We are going to Genesis chapter 10, verse 3. What do you see there, guys? You see a child called Gomer, right? Who comes out of Japheth. Tells you that. And Japheth is the north. Yeah, so we can all see that. We're not lost. Now, Gomer had a child, had a few children. But Gomer, sorry, and you can see that in the Bible, had a child. Underline it. The child is called Ashkenazi. You see the child there? It's in there. Right? Chapter 10, verse 3. His son. His name? Ashkenazi. So that means Ashkenazi came out of Japheth, and Japheth came out of Japheth up the north. So that means he's a Gentile. That's what that means. Right? So he's trying to go around telling everybody he comes from Shem. Right? We haven't finished there. So when you go to the phone and answer the phone, who are Ashkenazis? And then you'll see this. You'll see this. Headbutting the wall. You see that? Look. In these hats and these suits. Ashkenazis. And Ashkenazis, right, are Gentiles. So if they are Gentiles, then how can they write things like, a Gentile who reads the Torah deserves death. All children of Gentiles are animals. Even the best of a Gentile should be killed. If a Jew finds an object, but you're not a Jew, you're an Ashkenazi. If a Jew finds an object lost by a Gentile, it does not have to be returned. Right? Yerusha is in poo-poo and you should boil him in it. The birth of a Gentile is like the birth of a wild animal. A girl of 3 years old and 1 day may be acquired in marriage. One who has intercourse with a girl less than 3 years old has nothing to worry about. A male child under 9 years old cannot engender moral guilt in sodomy. Gentiles prefer sexual relationships with cows. So remember, these Ashkenazis who come out of Gomer, and Gomer comes out of Japheth, is also a Gentile, right? You are called men, but Gentiles are not called men. If a Gentile strikes a Jew, you're not a Jew, you're an Ashkenazi. If a Gentile strikes a Jew, he is liable for death. Look at all this nonsense. Look at all this nonsense. A woman is a picture full of filth. The flesh of a dead woman is like the flesh of a wild dead animal. How dare you? Women are gluttonous, eavesdroppers, lazy and jealous. How dare you? A girl under 3 years old, if violated, her virginity returns. What the hell? Gentile girls are in a state of nidia, whatever that is, from their cradle. Blessed be he, right, who did not make me a Gentile, a woman or a ingunner or whatever that is. Listen, Tram, that's a lie, because we just proved it in the Bible. You are a Gentile, right? So you're not better than Gentiles at all, because you are, the Bible says you're a Gentile, right? Ashkenazis. It leads all the way from to your dad, right, who's Gomer. And where did Gomer come out of? Gomer came out of Japheth. And there's 3 sons, and you're up in the north, right? So you're not Shem at all. Right? This is how you come out of the Bible shows it. So that's who you are. So stop calling people Gentiles. And you're not a Jew, you're an Ashkenazi. Right? Your father's name is Gomer. You damn tramp. We're telling lies. Saying and taking people's identity. You're the cool. Every minute you have teeth people identity. Every minute you're a thief done. Why you don't stop thief people things? Huh? Every minute you're stealing done. Every minute.
I'm so sorry, baby. I forgot to do it. Okay. Now I told you, lady, that I love you. But if I didn't, darling, I'm sorry. Did I reach out and hold you in my loving arms? Oh, when you need it, you need it.
Children are awake done. See, and we don't like people taking the idea, and we don't like people interfering with Father. You don't talk about him. Why? Because he's too holy. I've never heard so much nonsense in my life. So who else do you praise? I don't want to know. Oh, his name is Hashim. I don't want to know. You damn tramp. His name is Yahuwah. Not Hashim, you little crock of spring.
Whoa, whoa. I'm so sorry, baby. I forgot to do it. I told you, lady, that I love you. But if I didn't, darling, I'm sorry. Did I reach out and hold you in my loving arms?
independent ladies. Now, before we sign up on this video, we just want to say one more thing. We notice the way you're treating women. We notice the way you're treating children. I'm talking about rape and killing her and then putting her in a suitcase and then just leaving her, or just leaving her there, or just leaving a child there. Listen, brother, I'm not telling you something now. We put a curse on you. We put a nice curse on you. We put a curse on you, bro. We put a curse on you, Dom. And sensible men, right? When you know these people are doing these stuff, yeah, you need to call them out, Dom. Right? Because this is the season. There ain't no messing about now, Dom. Right? Because the spirits are here and they're coming to whack up people, Dom. Right? So we want people to come back home. Come out of them churches, right? The church is in your house, right? Yahuwah and Yeshua. Open your nostril. So that means they're in you, right? And this, beautiful children, this, the Torah, what he keeps telling you not to read, this, my children, this will guide you. The Spirit will come out and it will go into you. Why do you think they're telling you not to read it? Why do you think they're telling you not to read it? Why do you think they're telling you not to praise Yeshua? Why do you think so? And guess who it is? The Ashkenazi. Right? What they call that people say him is a Jew, right? But the Bible says him is a Gentile, right? We call him father, right? Him name Goma, right? And Goma come from where? Jephid, right? And one more time, where is Jephid? Jephid is in Europe. So that means the Gentiles. So all what we read earlier on, which we're sorry that we had to read that to you guys, but we have to just show you what these people are doing. We don't believe in none of that stuff, and the dog's barking as well to flee. We don't believe in none of that stuff at all. We love white people. We've grown up with them all our life. We've never even been on a plane before. We've been nowhere. We've stayed in this country, and we've known so many beautiful white people. But they're infected, and you can't get to see them. Why? Because just say there's 66 million wicked whitey, and then there's 1 million white better than me, whoa, yeah, and then they mix in with there. You can't find them unless they come out. Because you ain't gonna be able to change that flock, beautiful children, you're not, right? So come out of there, darling, and grow your ruah. Grow your ruah. Because there's plenty of spirits in the dance. All you got to do is go back to being a child and humble yourself and cry to them and talk to them and tell them what you're struggling with, tell them the bad stuff you've done, tell them what you're frightened of, and say, will you take it? And then they'll say, what? You'll be frightened of me then? Yes. And then you're in the dance, you're in the dance, you're in. And when you're in, you get a shield. So that means they have to go away. Why? Because he's an Ashkenazi, he's not a Jew. He's an Ashkenazi. Right? And I told you, Esau, your dance done. See? And Jacob, you need to rise up, darling. Yashirah, it's your thing. Don't be frightened. The spirits will come into you. Your ancestors will come into you. See? We have to call this thing. And you've got to read your book down. And you've got to humble yourself. Come out of whatever organization you're in. Because most of these organizations don't even know the name Yahuwah. They don't even know the name, or they choose not to use it. But the beautiful Christian boy that's next door, right, knows them so high in this Christian religion thing. But he said to me the other day too, I need to tell you something. I said, go on, sir. You know, I didn't even know about the name Yahuwah until I come in. I said, you told a lie. He said, I didn't even know about the name Yahuwah. And that's it in Christianity. So guys, they're just lying to you about a lot of things, right? And it's a choice. No one says you've got to do this, no one says you've got to do that. It's a choice. So all we do is giving you a choice. Why? Because it's called Yahuwah, the people's choice. That's what it's called. That's the name of this organization. It's on the windows everywhere. Yahuwah, the people's choice. That's what he cares about, is his people. The materials, he can get them again. We can't get you again, right? So you need to try yourself, right? And go and look for these spirits. Go and look for them by their right names. You call them by their right names, they will come to you, right? You bring yourself as a child, they will come to you. I should know. Don't talk to them like, oh, don't. They're not into that nonsense. They're not into that. Come as a humble child. And you'll be very surprised. And with that, right, I'm going outside now to go and say hello to the trees, because, you know, I do a lot of witnesses with the trees. I go and say hello to Farmer. I go and sit to Mike give me a supermarket until later, because my money don't come in until 3 o'clock. But yeah, guys, look, take care of yourself. Life is beautiful. Even if you ain't got no money, life is still beautiful. Where? Because it comes from within here. And if you need something, Father will give it to you, size, okay? Right, guys, I don't have to stop and say this too much. Right, take care of yourselves. Remember, listen to your parents. Right, and if you are blessed to have a grandma and a grandpa still, go up to them, man, and go listen to their stories. Listen to this. Ask them about World War II. You'll be very surprised about their story. Get them talking. Get them like they're involved, you know. Do you want me to make a cop? I've just made you one. Do another one, you know. Okay, be nice to them. Because when we was like that, they were nice to us. And we can't forget these things. And the system isn't teaching these things at all. It is teaching you to do the opposite to each other and compete. We're tired of that, man. We're all tired of that. Competing against each other. We're all tired of that. We need to come together. And we're going to. Right? Because what we need to do is get rid of the mess. And the mess is Ashkenazi. That is the mess. And Father just exposed him in the book. So he is a Gentile. You can't tell him he's not. I've traced back for you where it comes from. So reverse that curse. He ain't got no right to talk to you like that because he's talking about himself. That's what you tell him now. Right? Because the Bible doesn't like people. If the Bible says he's an Ashkenazi, then he's an Ashkenazi. And what name does he use? Just say to the phone, what is an Ashkenazi? And this is what you see. This is what you see. It's true though, miss. Just stop it. Miss is laughing at me. Stop laughing at me, miss. Please. This is what they do though. Right? We don't do that. We do this. This is what we do. We don't do that. We do the combative fears. And you can't do it, can you? Come. You look combative fears. Anyway, guys, it's you we love. You need to bring this love out. And don't be shy and don't be scared of anyone. And show your qualities. There's spirits out there that will guide you. Don't be frightened. Especially if you're doing good. They don't need envelope and lift you up in it, right? Don't be scared to do good. I know the world's evil, right? But it's for you to shine bright, right? In a place what's dark. And then all the spirits will guide you. And they'll put a shield over you and they can't do nothing to you, I promise you. Gotta go, guys. Take care of yourselves. We love you. Right, come on, let's go outside now and say hello to you. Well, it's paying the rent in it. Come and pay the rent with you. Wow. Dodo. Right. I'll give it to my man. I'll take a picture of that and just give it to him. And he'll take care of it one time we're outside. I know. So it works. It looks people do it. I know. All this they do for the kid. I know. The creating kid. What can I say? I'm just so in love with Yahuwah. It's unbelievable. I'm like a little love child puppy though. Can you imagine when it comes out the sky? No, stop it. Please. Dodo. Huh. Yo. Woe to those who are not on the right team. It's true, miss. Woe to those who are not on the right team. Silly Billy. Alright, let me play one tune, let me go. Let me play one tune. I have no idea. I'm just looking. I don't know what. I'm looking. What about every day? What about a bit of every day? Come on then. Let's have a bit of every day, guys. Dedication to music lover, right? No matter which part of the globe they come from. And the top box as well. So you have taste, probably like music, you have tears, crowd, and we know you like the people trance music. Don't mind you do, it's good music, man. It's good music. But I'm gonna give it to you now.
Together, faced with all kinds of
Dear, really? What do you reckon? Really? Come on, just take it like that, yeah. Do it right. Really? Do it like that. Let me look at that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, right. Let me have a quick look. What can I do then? Let me have a look at this. Where do I go through this again? It's here, isn't it? Is it there? Right, come here. Come here. Right, are we going to do this, guys? Are we going to do this? Come to the image. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Right, there it is. Turn. What is that? What is that? What's this? Ah, okay. I don't want to. Right, so that. Uh-oh. Right, where's my video? Oh, there it is. It was too. Oh, no, I don't know which one's which now. Oh, guys, really? Right, let's see. Something, I don't know which one's which. Right, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. So it's not that one. Can I just put no next to it? Because I'm going to confuse my mind. Just I just put no next to it. Rename it no. Just put no in it. No. Just no and that one. Right. That's what it is. That one's no. Right, you're no. What about this one? Is that a yes, guys? Let me see. Just stop here. No, that one, isn't it? Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, there's that one. Hey, just stop it. Ribbit. Yeah, it's that one. It's that one. It's that one. Come here. Right, what am I going to call this one? I'm going to call this one The Three Sons. Just stop it. Should I call it that, guys? The Three Sons, yeah. I am. Watch me. The Three Brothers. Yeah, true. Yeah. It's true. We're brothers, guys. Why don't you want to be my brother? It's too late with blood. Doesn't matter. We got no say in it. The Three Brothers. Right. Kiss. Just stop it. Right, we want that one. Right, so what's this one then, guys? What's this one? Sure. I've got the Three Brothers. What's this one? The Father will give it to you, sons, okay? Right, guys, I'm gonna... No. This is the one. Right, come on then. I'm ready. Alright, last tune, then we're going out. Okay, let's see if Mama's got any money. I only want £2. Can somebody give me... No, $1.50 I need to get one of them drinks. funny. And look what happened. Look at someone loves me. Look at that. This because there's good people, bro. Good people. Right, he said I'm gonna have to do them separate. Right, last shoot they were going out because I've got some money for some drink. He said, I thought you didn't drink alcohol. Did I say alcohol? You did. I'm cross spring, yeah. Mac off today. Malts. It's Monday today. That shop down there's open. I can go and get 5 malts. I'm gonna say hello to Father. Guys, I'm so happy. I hope everybody's happy. Why aren't you happy? Tell me. Come here. Let me put this touch in you, and I'll make you happy. Zokung. Zokung. Do. Right? Come here. Alright, last tune.
Sorry, sir. I thought of something.
Go on.
Can you get me the licorice business? Yeah, just one.
I got something there, bro.
No, that's fine. It's for later. You know.
I'll get it later on.
Yeah, for later.
Alright. Double numbers, no, angel numbers, no, man, angel, double numbers, no, double numbers, right. catch me. Thank you. Alright, see the bit, cuz. Thanks for the money. No, no, it's different. That's normally me giving that money and that. See, you never know when you need help. Right, come on then, let's go. Right, I've got one little spliff that I can make out there and go and praise Father. And then when we come back now, read some Bible and just wait now. And then we're nice. And then we're nice. And then we're nice. We are nice. It's a nice day out there, isn't it, guys? Nice day, though. We're going to bless today. We're going to bless today.
The first time I laid eyes with you, you teased and said I'm untrue. Why? Yet deep in my heart I knew I was in love with you. So caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Never ever go astray. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Boy. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Never ever go away. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Ooh. A man in my position can't afford to love everything you love. Oh no. You insult my intelligence, making me so curious. So caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Never ever go astray. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Make me feel like I've been another man. The first time I laid eyes on you, you untrue. Get deep in my heart I knew I was in love with you. So caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Never ever go away. Caress me, embrace me. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Never ever go astray. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Never ever go away. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Never have to go away.
complaining about bastard music, man. It's a joke, man. And if you don't have music around you, rough, people go crazy. Right, this is the map we're going to do next. Because you need to see this map, guys. It's got the information on it as well. You need to see this. This is from 1200 to 10 BCE. I'm going to ask him when he comes if you can explain to me what BCE is. And then I'm going to do another one after that on the grave, where the people them are, to show you that this thing is serious and these are our people, bro. And this is not a joke, man. And people are going to die unless they change their ways, guys. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. And you can see how they've changed everything. I'm calling them themselves names that they're not. And then that time he's just a Gentile, just like everybody else. You know what I mean, done? And then telling Gentiles, women, this, that, and whatnot. Oh, some wicked now. And then you find out he's an Ashkenazi. And Ashkenazi came from who? Gomer. And Gomer came from where? Japheth. You have balls up your chest. And you yourself is a Gentile. So are you going to apologize to the rest of the Gentiles? No, you ain't. Are you? No, you ain't. You can't get out of it because the Bible says your name, right? Ashkenazi. And then when you ask Ashkenazi, all you see is, and everybody knows what that is, just looking for a wall. Everyone knows what that is. Ashkenazi, you damn crocodile brain. And talk about you're holy. You're always trying to take our place. So now we are out of detention. So Jacob and the bird tweets. Jacob, honey, rise. Oh, hear the birds tweeting for you. Jacob, honey, rise. Yeshua, rise. It's your season. It's your season. Oh, do me a favor. Go and get me some grandkids. Go and get me some grandsons, especially. Those are the ones we want. Firstborn, especially. Go and get me some grandsons, right? 'Cause that's what we want. We want them grandsons, man, right? The grandson. Oh yeah. One grandson to another. One grandson, right? That is the power. The grandson. Especially if he's firstborn. Especially if he's firstborn. Now, crowd of people, before we go out. Just say to the phone, right? Birthrights will come up. Yeah, say to the phone, birthright. Yeah, birthright. And it will tell you, only Hebrew, it says only Hebrew. First birthright. Have a look what, sorry, firstborn. Have a look what firstborn Hebrew sons get. Have a look, just say to the phone, birthright. And it will tell you, only Hebrew sons alone. Only Hebrew sons alone. Only alone, right? This son, firstborn, this son. Right? And then I said, nice. Yeah, eat that. You know, firstborn son, eat that. It said, no son, you don't get what's on there. Why? Because Levites don't get nothing, right? They have to distribute everything. I am your inheritance. I said, great, brilliant. I remember later, you asked just to be like me. You asked for three things. You asked to go see your grandma, which I'm going to sort out for you next month, right? You asked to be like me, right? And then you asked to build a platform only for you to put your business out on platform. And son, you've reached your 3 achievements already, and the year not even finished yet. I said, no, when grandma's done, then we can sell it. He said, all right, son, when you go see grandma, then you can sell it. Right? I said, thank you. Right, let's go outside and say hello to you now, and have the tree as the witness. Right, come on, I'm ready to go. I put this here. I won't be long. I don't think anyone's going to steal. And this is what they are. They're just horrible to good children, guys. They really are. They really are. Just horrible to lovely, friendly children. Like, just because I look like a rude boy, you think I'm horrible. No, that's my identity, Rasta. We all want you to put on a dress and make you feel much more relaxed, you damn tramp. You damn tramp. And I'm even more soft and gentle than you are. But do you want me to put on the dress? You damn tramp.
Distancing themselves from black Americans, so-called black Americans, filling the police forces, and enforcing the racial order. See, they paid the admission price. And this, by the way, no matter how many St. Patty's Day parades you hold over there in America, no matter how much green beer you drink, no matter how many shamrocks you plaster on your jacket, this behavior of the Irish immigrants coming to America has alienated the Irish in Ireland from Irish Americans forever, because they adopted the oppressor's lens. They absorbed the oppressor's culture. And like I say, even the Italians were not white. In the American South, listen to this, in the American South in the late 19th century, Italians, particularly from the southern part of Italy, they were classified somewhere between white and black. They lived in black neighborhoods.
Right, come on, let's go.
They were basically segregated. in terms of where they lived.
Stop it.
They worked alongside black workers. They were sometimes subject to the same Jim Crow actions.
Jim Crow, oh no.
And in 1891, in New Orleans, 11 Italian immigrants were dragged from a prison by a mob, and they were all lynched. And this is actually the largest mass lynching in American history. Italians. The men had already been acquitted in court, but it didn't matter. They were acquitted, but it didn't matter. The mob came for them anyway, and that mob was led by some of the most prominent citizens in New Orleans. Citizens who later became mayors, who later became governors, and renowned politicians. I bet you didn't know that that's the origin of Columbus Day, the lynching of Italian Americans. Yes.
Stop it.
Because it caused an international incident, and the United States government had to pay a small reparation to their families, and as a symbolic concession to Italian Americans, they created Columbus Day as a federal celebration. Imagine. And that's how Italian. So okay, let's talk about white people.
Right. Let's talk about who?
Because let's talk about, because there is no question that they are the origin. That the mentality that I'm talking about originates with those people from Europe. So let's talk. Where do we start? I suppose the first thing that you have to do is actually relocate the conversation about so-called white people into some semblance of reality. And see, this is what you always have to do. Somehow.
Right, guys, listen, I need to go out and speak to Father and just speak to a tree and just get blessed. And then I'm going to come back and then I'm going to make the video, right, of the map. I really want you to see this one, of the map. I'm going to post it anyway. I'm going to put it on as I'm paying for it. But I want you to see the map now of the 12 tribes. And then the other little ones around the corner, which was Palestine, which is Edom, right, which is Esau, right? And then we had Anam up there. And then we have Moab there. And these are the ones that are always trying to come and get the kings, you know, because they lived on scraps. See? And Palestine, now you'll understand the story when I tell you. When we was in bondage, then Palestine came on our land. Right? And this is why, if you go to Joel 3 in the Bible, Joel 3, it says, right, Palestine, come here, right? You took my young boys, right, and used them as harlots. Now what that means is you had sex with my young boys. And then you took my girls, right? You had fun while you were doing your drinking, right? And then you took my children off their land, right? And then you sold them to the Greeks, right? And then you took their gold and silver, and then you put yourself there. And then it says, are you going to recompense me for what you've done? I'll chuck it on your head, right? I want all of you dead. Now, what you see happening in Palestine is my people. And because you had sex with our boys, fathers put it in the Edom, right? Who is the Israel boys, to get their dogs and have sex with the Palestine sons, as you see, because you turned his sons into harlots, and the whole place is desolate, isn't it not? Well, that's what it says in Joel 3, doesn't it not? And it says your name, Palestine, Gaza, it says your name. Then underneath that, it says, right, the rest of you Gentile nations, prepare for war. Bring all your strong men, bring all your mighty men. Doesn't it say that? Joel 3. And that is for Palestine, nobody else. Yeah, you can move it all you like, but I'm going out anyway, right? But that is the dance, Joel